Tomorrow morning, privacy is abolished, not reduced, not regulated, gone. You wake up, 28 people are already awake, 2 children are playing beside your bed. Someone is eating breakfast. Someone is arguing. Someone is staring into a fire. You want 5 minutes alone. You can't have them. Not today, not tomorrow, not for the rest of your life. There are no bedrooms, no bathrooms, no headphones, no passwords, no locked doors, no private messages, no diary hidden beneath your mattress. Everyone hears every conversation. Everyone notices when you're sick. Everyone knows who you secretly like. And the strangest part? For most of human history, this probably wouldn't have shocked anyone. For tens of thousands of years, humans lived in small bands where much of life unfolded within sight, sound, and memory of everyone else. Which raises an odd question. If our ancestors spent most of their existence with very little privacy, why do modern humans crave it so deeply? To answer that, let's try doing a few ordinary things. 40,000 years ago. Try doing this 40,000 years ago. Walk into your bedroom, close the door, sit down, take a deep breath. Enjoy being alone. Except there is no bedroom, there is no door, and everyone already knows where you are. That tiny sound we barely notice today. Click. A latch sliding into place. A lock turning. A door shutting. It feels comforting. But why? A door isn't just wood. It is a machine for controlling attention. It decides who gets access to you and who doesn't. Yet for much of human history, people probably slept near relatives, children, and other members of their group. Being constantly observed wasn't unusual. Being completely alone may have felt unsettling. If you wandered too far from camp, you weren't becoming independent. You were becoming vulnerable. Predators existed. Enemies existed. Accidents happened. Safety often meant being surrounded by people. Privacy wasn't humanity's default setting. It may be one of our newest inventions. Try whispering a secret 40,000 years ago. 30 people sleep within arm's reach. Someone coughs. Someone rolls over. A baby starts crying. Someone feeds the fire. Someone else is still telling stories. You lean toward a friend, lower your voice. And suddenly your secret belongs to everyone. People noticed who spent time together. They noticed arguments. They noticed jealousy. They noticed alliances. Reputation wasn't something you managed online. It was something everyone watched unfold in real time. Perhaps privacy didn't begin because humans wanted solitude. Perhaps it began because humans wanted something more powerful. Control over information. Who knows what about me? Who gets to listen? Who gets to watch? Who gets access to my thoughts? That question still shapes our lives today. Try using a modern bathroom 40,000 years ago. The room itself would seem magical. Running water, a lock, 4 walls, complete solitude. It might feel less like plumbing, and more like luxury. You spend years of your life hiding inside a tiny room just to do something every mammal on Earth has to do. Why? Practices varied from culture to culture. But private indoor bathrooms are surprisingly recent, and bathrooms aren't the only strange thing humans invented. Bedrooms may be one of humanity's weirdest ideas. Imagine explaining your bedroom to a hunter-gatherer. This is my room. Only I sleep here. Nobody enters without permission. Sometimes I stay inside for hours. They might think you're describing punishment. For much of history, sleeping alone was unusual. Families shared rooms. Travelers shared beds. Servants slept near employers. Personal bedrooms would have seemed like a luxury, but slowly, humans stopped building only shelters. They began building boundaries. First came walls, then doors, then locks. And once humans discovered boundaries, they kept inventing new ones. Curtains, letters, diaries, passwords, encryption, fingerprints, face scans, noise-canceling headphones, private browsing tabs, read receipts turned off, do not disturb mode. Humans kept inventing walls. At first they were made of wood, then fabric, then paper, then mathematics. Today we don't just build privacy with bricks. We build it with information. And every one of these inventions performs the same task. They create invisible walls. Maybe privacy was never really about hiding. Maybe it was always about choosing. Choosing who gets access to information about us. Choosing what parts of ourselves remain public and what parts remain ours alone. Now imagine trying to learn guitar while 30 people watch. Imagine practicing a speech. Imagine praying. Imagine writing poetry. Imagine changing your beliefs. Imagine failing over and over again while everyone observes. Or try something simpler. Sing your favorite song alone. Now sing it while 10 strangers stare directly at you. Same voice, same lyrics. Completely different person. Being watched changes us. Psychologists call this the audience effect. Observation influences behavior. People become more careful, more self-conscious, less willing to experiment. And that leads to an intriguing possibility. What if privacy changed not only how humans lived, but who humans became? Imagine never having a private thought. Every opinion spoken aloud, every mistake remembered by everyone, every failed attempt becoming public entertainment. How many people would learn guitar, write novels, paint pictures, admit they were wrong, change religions, start businesses, try something ridiculous simply because they enjoyed it? Privacy may have done something extraordinary. It may have allowed humans to rehearse new identities before presenting them to the world. Without privacy, identity can become performance. You remain trapped inside the role everyone already knows. The funny one, the quiet one, the responsible one, the smart one, the disappointment. But behind a closed door, those labels weaken. You can practice becoming somebody else. You can fail privately. You can improve privately. You can think strange thoughts. You can question old assumptions. You can imagine impossible futures. And perhaps most importantly, you can meet yourself without an audience. Maybe that is why modern humans protect privacy so fiercely. Not because we all have terrible secrets, but because we have unfinished versions of ourselves. Versions that are still learning, still changing, still deciding who they want to become. For almost all of human history, being watched meant survival. Someone noticed if you were sick. Someone noticed if you were injured. Someone noticed if you disappeared. But eventually, humans wanted something else. Not safety, not secrecy, ownership. Ownership of a thought. Ownership of a mistake. Ownership of an unfinished version of themselves. So perhaps privacy was never invented to hide who we are. Perhaps privacy was invented so we could decide who we might become. And maybe that explains why, after a long day surrounded by people, we still walk into a room, close the door, and feel relieved the moment we hear click.